Hey, good morning. This past week, as I was traveling around the country visiting with clients, I saw many of them dealing with really difficult change management issues, complex problems, and leaders facing real adversity. Very difficult situations. I would even call them their moments of truth. And as I take a look at the leaders this past week, just alone, who were able to really thrive and to get through that adversity, you could see many of the same kinds of attributes being deployed by those leaders. Number one, they had the mental agility. The ability to bend and to flex when they didn't totally agree with their boss and their boss didn't agree with them. And some of the direct reports wanted to go in a different direction and they wanted to go in a different direction. But at the end of the day, they were able to come together, take a look at what went wrong. They were able to take a look at what they needed to do as a leader individually, what the team needed to do, what they needed to fix. And what many of them said in these situations, in their moments of truth, is this is an opportunity for this team to really shine and lead others in terms of how we can define this process and make it really work for our company. And that's no corporate BS. I mean, these were leaders that were really taking a hard look at themselves, what they could do to improve. And as one of those leaders looked at me and I said to him, I said, so what now? And he looked at me and he said, well, we've learned from these experiences. It happened on my watch. I'm accountable for it. And as I shared with my team, we're going to work shoulder to shoulder and we're moving ahead. So no time for rumination, no time for victimhood. Wasn't even really thinking about the idea of looking back and maybe nitpicking about some of the communication or, what he was told to do. It was about simply learning from what the mistakes that they made, how they individually could improve, and we are moving ahead as a team. So just a thought there of when your moment of truth comes, and you will have them as a leader, no question about it, whether you're leading in the home or you're out there leading in corporate America. And the question is, how are you going to stand up in that moment of truth? And certainly a hint is how we can be prepared to stand up in that moment of truth is right now, right today, take a look at what one step we could take to improve our lot, to improve my life, as a leader. What attribute, what skill could I be working on right now? What kind of effort is it going to take? And to really give it that passionate, persevering effort that you need to make that happen. Hey, I'll be looking for my UK Wildcats this week in March Madness, and I hope your team wins. I look forward to seeing you next week. This is Pete Kunk, Built to Lead.